Hello YouTube, I'm back to Halo Race Live, and we're going to find a Halo Custom Edition server to play race in, and refreshing the MD lobby, and right now there are no active PC or MD servers for race. We'll just join. We'll join this. Looks like this is an MD big ass server.
Capture the flag.
So I'll capture the flag. And we'll leave the lobby or the MD server and join the custom edition lobby. And so we're looking at a filter setting of just racing right now. And there is a real world server that's got 4 players in it. And like I said, I can't connect to those servers. And the HLN racing server number 4 has 16. So we'll try and find a slot in there. And if there were any other servers, again, other than real world active now, I mean, we would totally jump in. I don't see any, so we'll and this is one very, very common part of racing too, where you're just waiting for a game, which is common with race. And it's one of the fun parts about it is you want to join a server that's active and going to have players that understand the rules and have a like-minded way of thinking about getting laps, and it makes for a fun server when it is active and regardless of clan. So any server could get going, but the server is popular on Fridays certainly. And there's this Halo race cart, which I am not able to download on a Mac. I mean, I've tried downloading the maps and putting them in my maps folder, like I would in any of these other custom maps, Launchbacks or Camtrack Arena. But they won't. These Halo Kart maps won't load, and so maybe we can get them working later. That can be something to look at, and review them. But for now, okay, here's a slot. We'll see you on the other side of this map and start the review when the next game begins. Oh.
Team race.
Yeah, this is, yeah. Okay, see you on the other side.
Game over.
All right, that ends that round, and that was a good game. It was contested. It was fun to play that last bit of Jeff Europhobia. All right, so we're starting. Oh, and Halo unexpectedly quit. And this will happen from time to time, especially when running Halo MD. I mean, I've only used Halo MD, but this will happen sometimes. And if it's a full server and someone's trying to join in, and sometimes it will crash Halo. So let's rejoin. We'll just join this and then quit out and get to the custom lobby.
Team race. Team race.
All right, so we're back. We're back here on Blood Gulch, and we're going to go ahead and review this. As my Halo restarted, everyone, the scoreboard was at 0 when I joined, so we'll go ahead and just play this as is. And this is going to be Blood Gulch, which is a classic stock map. We're playing it on all NAVS or any order race, so you can start anywhere. And my first nav will have been back at behind blue base. And you can go any number of directions on this race. I mean, back, forth, you can crisscross. I mean, crisscrossing will maybe cost you some more time on your lap, but it still can be a good defensive play if you need to clear the race field, so to speak. And so I was passenger there, but in this sense, we're playing Blood Gulch. It's a almost full server. It's 14 players, so 7 versus 7. You can sacrifice yourself for the hog. And that point, they can sometimes, the passenger will often die first if it's a direct rocket hit. And it's hard to really look at that. I mean, there's a lot of statistics, or maybe just different outcomes that can happen when a rocket hog hits, a chain hog that's got full player, a passenger and a gunner on it. Sometimes the driver will just die. I mean, it really depends just the direction of the shot. And so, in a sense, it's really Halo's really precise with how you're getting hit, because for the most part, it feels like the passenger's the first to go, coining the name a meat seat. So passenger, in a combat situation, will provide an extra life for the vehicle. And if you're taxiing quick enough, you can just kind of hop back in. And so you'll see, in a race like this, a lot of sort of dynamics at play. The fastest lap might not necessarily mean you're going to win, because, you've got to sort of take wide angles or carve around to provide more open area for your gunner to clear. And it's not chase killing per se. Like I kind of just spun around. You can sort of defensively drive away. Obviously, if your shields are low and you need to escape, your safety of your life is most important. I feel like is still a sort of rule in race, because you can drive away. And if you're at 1 bar and blinking, you can drive any direction you need to. But and then definitely utilizing taxi. So I'll get this nav and then taxi. And one thing when you're having a server that's this active is also that really helps is that you can taxi quickly, and most of the drivers know more or less a direction and have a lap, and they that they're following a lap line, a race line, and you can just sort of follow that and stay inside of it as a passenger. And you can win a race entirely by being a passenger. It wouldn't really affect the outcome of a win. So that's one of the fun things about races. Every time you join, you could just be driving all the time or gunning all the time. A gunner really can affect the outcome of a race too. Obviously, if you're getting lots of kills and suppressing other hogs from getting laps. But and what's 15? It's 15 laps. So this one is Blood Gulch, all NAVS, any order 15 to win. And Gunner, Chainhog, honestly, it's debatable. Like, yes, the driver could have stopped there and gotten the Rocket Warthog, and that would have cost some time. And I understand, like, it's just your decision on how you want to sort of confidence in your team, and if you've got a momentum, you don't want to necessarily lose that just to get a Rocket Hog. And I know having a Rocket Hog is an advantage, and you can crush the other team because you shoot them, but as you see now, let's see, we're losing, but let's see. And there's a big argument for different vehicles, and we can talk more about that because I think Rocket Hogs are very powerful and can certainly play a great game with them. But like I was saying, passengers can win the game. It's all about teamwork and getting a lap. So we're tied up at 11 here, and it's a full server. Ooh, nice bounce. So like this driver seems like he's on a good route and just keep his momentum going. And the best you can do as a gunner is really just defend your vehicle. I mean, obviously, and if you can defend your other teammates, let's try and get some kills here. Get some assists. Yeah. Assists are a fun category to look at. You see a lot of assists on here tonight, which means players are really helping their teammates out. I'm taxiing and hoping, yeah, I got in that front hog. Taxi's not always accurate in some senses, but it was a good game. All right, everyone. What a great game. All right, see you on the next one. And yeah, thanks for checking in.